Hello, hello everyone, hello friends. Welcome to today's training. I'm making a headband with Asoke, and this is the headband I'm making. So I will take you through the process of making this headband, what you need, and how you should go about it to get it neatly fixed. So, before we dive into that, let me use this opportunity to remind you that we have started our channel membership. The channel membership gives you the opportunity to get access to exclusive videos which are meant for only members on my platform. Of course, you know that it's not all my videos that I normally put on YouTube. So those exclusive videos will be made available to my members only. So do well to click on the new button you are seeing close to the subscription button that is showing join. Just click on it. It will take you through all the process of becoming a member of my channel. Okay, thank you. We are now going straight into our video, how I made this beautiful headband. So we start with the materials that we need. We need Asoke, we need bonny, a sewable bonny, we need hairband, which is the Alice band, and then you need elastic, and of course you need your sewing machine. I know that you know that one already, and your hand needle and thread, scissors, of course. Okay, so the total length of Asoke I have here is about 120 inches, and then I'll start by cutting out a portion that I will use to wrap the Alice band. Okay, but before then I'm going to cut out the part we are going to use for the top. So I started by cutting out 45 inches for the first uh roses. Okay, and then for the second one, because I don't want it to be equal, I want one to be bigger than the other so that there can be this obvious space between them. If you do not do it that way, it will be resting on each other, and you will not even have a way of knowing that there are two different roses there. So one should be longer. So I have 45 inches and 35 inches, so 10 inches difference between the two. Or better still, you can do 45 inches and 40 inches. So the total of Asoke you need to create the roses should just be about 85 inches. Then the remaining length is what you will now cut out to allow you to wrap the Alice band. And to wrap the Alice band, I split the Asoke into two because the original Asoke I felt is too big. I want to be able to wrap it neatly. So I don't want something that will be too fat for me to handle. So I split it into two, which will give me about 3 inches of Asoke in total. And then I will go ahead and use it to cover the Alice band. And to do that, you can use hot glue, or you can go ahead and use your UHN, which is the liquid glue, or better still, you can use your E7000, or you can use E6000 glue. Whichever of the glue you decide to use is perfect for it. Okay, but for me, I used hot glue because I just want something that will be fast for me to do. So if you do not have hot glue, bet me you can work with your liquid glue and you will get a very good uh result. So when you want to wrap, I advise that you allow your Asoke to be a little bit longer than your Alice band. All right, so it should come out a little from where your Alice band is, so that when you are done wrapping, that edge of the Alice band will be properly covered. And of course, when you are wrapping too, you can do the edge of the Asoke. Remember that we cut it before, so the edge we have a high chance of losing. So it will be better if you are careful the way you wrap, so that the folded part, because that's the reason why I had to remove what I was doing, that folded part will be what will be lining on each other, so that the part where you split will be covered as you wrap. I hope that you understand that aspect that I just explained. So the next thing we need to do is to introduce the sewable bonny. Remember I said it's a sewable bonny. We have bonny that are not sewable. So please use the sewable bonny. It's more convenient to work with that one, because the second bonny, even your hand needle cannot pass through it. But this one is very easy to work with. So we introduce the sewable bonny on the edge of the ashoke. I aim it twice, as in folded twice to sew, but you can decide not to do that. You can just like fold once, because even the edge of the ashoke will not lose. But for me, I prefer to aim it twice, that is fold twice to aim. So after I finish aiming, you will see the next process or the next step. Okay. So after we pull it together like this, you are going to use the two wrong side to face each other, and so when you do that, both sides will be neat. That is, both the back and front will be neat. Okay, so you don't need to like use the rough side to face your Alice band. No, use the two rough side, the two edges to face each other. That is the part where you gather, and the first one, the part where you gather the second one, use it to face each other, so that from the top it is fine, from the bottom is fine. The reason is, it's not all the time that you would like to either drop some stick roses as embellishment. You can leave it without dropping any embellishment, or you just drop some few stones in between them. All right, so you do try to manage your work in the way that there will be no too much rough part that you are struggling to cover. One thing I have noticed with this work is that sometimes too much of embellishment is not even good. So if it's possible, don't do all your work just believing that I'll put embellishment, I'll put embellishment. No, do some in a way that if you do not want to put embellishment, you can leave it that way. Okay, so using the two side to face each other is the best option for this design. Okay, so what I did was to just tack down about two parts of the edges, so that it will help me to control the fold. Okay, so after that I will go ahead and uh, tack it to the Alice band. And then when I'm doing that also, I will only sew from the bottom of the Alice band. What I mean by that is that when you sew it out at the top, go back in from the same position. That is, when you sew it out, go in from the same position. So don't allow the movement of your thread on top, but let the movement of the thread be at the bottom. That is because we are going to be covering that bottom part. But anyway, if you know that you will be working with embellishment for the top, of course you can allow the movement of your thread there. There's one more thing I need to explain to you. The thread with which I am sewing, I took the thread from the Asoke. The reason I had to do that is that it's going to be a perfect matching thread, such that you will not see uh, any rough work as a result of the thread. Remember I said I pulled the thread from the Asoke. So the reason I'm not showing all those parts is because of the length of the video. If not, I would have showed you how to take your thread from the Asoke and use it for your needle. So when you do that, no matter the work you are doing, it's not going to be too obvious. The movement of your thread will not be too obvious. In short, it will not even be visible, because it's just going to match with the work that you are doing. I also use this method when I'm working on my autogele as well. I take my thread directly from the Asoke, because sometimes it's difficult for you to get a matching thread that will go into your Asoke perfectly. So the best decision is to take your thread from the Asoke. That is a very important tips I just shared with you now. Okay, so once we are done tacking it down, the next thing that we need to do is to cover the part where the thread is showing, and after that we can now go ahead and fix the elastic. I will not be fixing the elastic in this video because already this video is too long, so I'm not going to fix the elastic. I think I have other videos where I have fixed elastic to Alice band before, so when you come across those videos you will learn how to fix the elastic, but I'm not going to do that in this video because this video is already too lengthy. So I just decided to use my stick rose to cover that part. It's not compulsory, it's optional. Like I said, that part was already very neat, so there was no need to cover with anything, but I just chose to introduce it as a way of adding more glamour to it. All right, so now that I'm done with all of this process, I will show you how to cover that bottom part neatly. Now that bottom part, you can cover it neatly with your label, that is your product label. All right, but if you do not have a product label, you go ahead and use same Asoke to cover it. So you just remember I told you I splitted my Asoke into two because it was too wide. So out of that one now you can just cut, let's say like 5 inches or 4 inches of length, and then fold the edges so that it will be neat, and then you fold it inward the way you see me doing now. Use your glue to hold it down so that it will be well seated, okay, and a good presentation as well. So you fold it down. After that, you just apply enough quantity of glue, and then you use it, that is hot glue I mean, and then you stick it to the part that you wish to cover under the band, and that will just be all that you need to do to get a very wonderful finishing for this particular band. So thank you once again. Thank you for stopping by Creative Ends International. Thank you for trusting our content, especially to all our returning subscribers. Thank you very much. And once again, I want to say thank you to everyone that has joined my channel membership. It means a lot to me. What you are doing is that you are helping to sponsor my channel so that we can bring good content to you and even to the general public. So I'm not taking it for granted. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Very soon we'll be taking all your details so that on your special occasions we can celebrate you. If it's possible, even your profile pictures, we will get them so that on your special occasions we can post your videos, we can post your pictures just to celebrate you. Once again, we love you. So this is the end of our video today. You can see how perfect that button is looking. You can see how outstanding it is. No rough work at all. Very neat, good finishing, good presentation, and we are done. So thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video. Do not forget that I have not attached elastic, and it is important that you do attach elastic. This is to ensure that this headband can sit properly on the head of your client, no matter how they jump, no matter how they dance, no matter how much they shake their head. You understand, it will sit properly on the head. So that's the essence of fixing that elastic. So for now, it's bye from my end. I'll see you in my next video.